Hello everyone, this is Sumanlata and this is the video for the implementation of the experiments of Computer Network Lab. In this video, we will implement the Hamming code in C language. So let's first know some basic information about Hamming code. So Hamming code is a pattern mainly used for detection of errors in bits. Hamming code is an easy and efficient technique, which means that they can detect up to 2 errors or correct one single error. Consider a message have 4 data bits, which is called capital D, which is to be transmitted as a 7-bit code word by adding 3 error control bits called redundant bits. This would be called a 7,4 Hamming code, where 7 is the code word and 4 is the data word. The redundant bits are called according to the following formula, where 2 to the power r is greater than or equal to m plus r plus 1, where m is the number of the data bits. It means for 4-bit data word, we have to need 7-bit code word by adding 3 redundant bits. It means, suppose whenever a sender sends some data to the receiver, then to prevent the outside intrusion or to keep data safe, it adds some redundant bit in the original data message. And this complete message, which is combination of data bit and redundant bit, is called code word. And when receiver receives this code word, then to get the original message, the receiver use some algorithm to remove these redundant bits from the original message. So now we have to calculate the Hamming code. So for the Hamming code calculation for 7,4, where 7 is the code word and 4 is the data word, first we need to find the position for redundant bits, which would be the power of 2. That means 2 to the power 0 is equal to first position, 2 to the power 1 will be the second position for the redundant bits, and 2 to the power 2 is equal to fourth position, and so on. And the remaining bit position will be for the storing of data bits like third position, fifth position, sixth position, and so on. Now we will find the parity for the redundant bit position using the following step. For the first step is like we have to find for position 1. So we have to check 1 bit position, skip 1 bit position, then again check 1 bit position, then again skip 1 bit position, and so on. Like first for parity 1, we will check the position of 1, then skip second position, then again we will check third position, then again we will skip fourth position, and so on. Like this for position second, we need to check first 2 position, then we need to skip 2 bit position, then again check 2 bit position, then again skip 2 bits, and so on. Like for parity 2, we check second and third position, then skip fourth and fifth position, then again check sixth and seventh position, and so on. Like this for position 4 parity, check 4 bits, skip 4 bits, and so on. Like parity 4, we will check position 4, 5, 6, 7, and then skip 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. Now we will set the value of parity bit 0 if total number of 1 is even, or parity bit will be 1 if the total number of 1 in the position it checked is odd. This is the Hamming code algorithm. This is the general algorithm about Hamming code, which is divided in 2 bits in 2 forms. First is sender side and second is receiver side. In sender side, we need to perform following steps. First step is k parity bits are added to an n-bit data word, forming a code word of n plus k bits. Second step will be the bit positions are numbered in sequence from 1 to n plus k. Third step is those positions are numbers with power of 2, reserved for parity bits, and the remaining bits are data bits. Fourth step is parity bits are calculated by XOR operation of some combination of data bits. Thus, we will find the parity bit P1, which will be the XOR operation of bit position of position first, position third, position 5, and so on. Like this, P2 will be the XOR of the bit position of second position, third position, sixth position, seventh position, and so on. And P4 will be the XOR of the bit position of 4th, 5th, 6th, 7, and 13. So now the sender will send the code word that will be the P1, P2, D1, P4, D2, D3, and D4. And at receiver side, to check for the errors, check all the parity bits by the checker bit. And for checker bits, we will use some variables like C1, C2, and C4. C1 will store the XOR of the bit position of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on. C2 will store the XOR of the bit position of second position, third position, sixth position, seventh position, and so on. And like this, C4 will store the XOR of the bit position of 4th, 5th, 6th, 7, and so on. So, if the result will be C4, C2, C1 is equal to 0, then it indicates that there is no error. Else, the 4-bit binary number is formed and give the location of the error bits. Now, to just correct the error, we will complement the value of the bit at the error position. It means if there is a 0 in the error position, then we will change it to 1. And if there is 1 in the error position, then we will change it to the 0. Now, let's go for the implementation of Hamming code. Now, we will implement the Hamming code. So first, we need to include header file. Now, I am adding main function. Now, I will declare some variable in which is integer type. So first variable will be int data, which is an array of size 10, and it will store the value of the data which is sent by the sender. Another variable will be data at receiver side, which is also an array of size 10. Third variable will be for storing the checker variables. So I am going to declare some checker variables C, comma, C1, comma, C2, comma, C3, and an extra variable I, which will be used for the loop purpose. Now, I will print the data which will be entered by the user. So now I'm going to write printer. Enter the data bits one by one. Now I will scan the values of these data step by step. So scanner. Scanner. And %d. And data at position of 0. For second bit, scanner. For third bit, data 2, and for the 4-bit position, person D and data at 4th position. Now we have to calculate the even parity, as we have already seen algorithm that we will now check for the parity bit at the position 3, 5 and 6 using some XOR operation. So for this, I'm going to write data at position 6 is equal to data at position 0, and we'll use some XOR operation. Data at second position and XOR operation data at 4th position. So XOR operation of these 3 data bits will be stored in the data array in 6th position. Now I will check the parity bit for the 5th position. Data 5 is equal to data at position 0. Again, I use XOR operation. Data at position 1. Again, XOR operation. And data at position 4. Likewise, we need to calculate the parity bit at position 3 is equal to data at 0 position, XOR operation, data at 1st position, XOR operation, and data at 2nd position. So now we will print the data with parity bits. So for this, I'm going to write printf statement. Printf /n, which is used for new line. The encoded data is sorry. So for this, I'll use a for loop for I is equal to 0 and I is less than 7, I plus plus. Printf person D and data I. So it will print all the complete code word, which is the data bit plus redundant bits. So now the next step will be, we have to check at the receiver side if there is any error or not. So I'm going to print this statement, printf enter received data, enter received data one by one. So for this, we will again use the for loop for I is equal to 0, I is less than 7, and I plus plus. Scanner was in the data at 0. We have used our new variable data at receiver side for storing the values I. Now to check that receiver received the correct data or not, we will use some checker bits for check the error in data. So for this, I am using the XOR operation with different bit position and store the value in checker bits. So I used first checker bit C1 is equal to data at receiver side at position 6. Again, XOR operation, data at receiver side with position 4. And again, XOR operation, data at receiver side at bit position 2. So it will store the value in C1. Now I am using second variable, which is C2. C2 will store the data at receiver side value at 5th position. XOR operation, data at receiver side at bit position of 4. XOR operation, data at receiver side at bit position of first. Like this, the third checker bit will be data at receiver side at position 3rd. XOR operation, data at receiver side at position 2. XOR operation in data at receiver side at bit position 1. Please be careful while using semicolon. So now we will calculate the complete value of the checker bits, and I can write this. C is equal to C3 divided by 4 plus C2 multiplied by 2 plus C1. Why I am using this step? Because if there is an error, then they will make a number using the checker bit in the numerical form, which will show that the position in which error has occurred. So now we are going to check there is an error or not. For this, I will check a condition. If C is equal to 0, if C is equal to 0, then there will be no error. So print off no error in transmission. Otherwise, if C is not equal to 0, then printer error on position person D and C. So we have calculated the position at which error has occurred. Now we will make some comparison between the data sent and the data received. And for this, we will use two for loop. For I is equal to 0, I is less than 7, and I plus plus, printer, person B, and data sent by the receiver, which is stored in the array of data. Now I'm going to print the data received at receiver side. For this, printf statement, printf, sorry, I would like to write in a statement first. Printf, for I is equal to 0, I less than 7, and I plus plus, data at receiver side. So now, till here, I have compared the values between the sending data and received data. And now, if there is an error, then we will correct the error. So printf, correct message is so again we have to follow that formula. If error bit is 0, then we will complement it with 1. And if there is a 1, then we will complement it 0. So for this, again, I will check in condition if data at receiver side is 7 minus C, is equal to 0, then वहां पर we will complement the value with 1. So I'm storing the value of 1. Otherwise, is data at receiver side seven minus C equal to 0. So now I have to print the correct message. For I is equal to 0, I is less than 7, I plus plus, enter, assembly, data at 0, and now I'm closing the for loop and I close the main function. So this is the complete program for the Having code implementation. You can see the complete code. I'll remove this extra. So I will run this code. I'm going to run this program. So enter the data bits one by one. So I'm going to enter the data. I entered 1, 0, 1, 0. So encoded data is there's calculated the complete data with parity bit. Now I have to enter the received data one by one. So what will be the received data? 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. So you can check. Here I put some message. So again, now I have rectified all the errors. So please check the code once again. And now I will run this code. So now we have to enter data bits one by one. So I'm entering data 1, 0, 1, 0. So the encoded data is 101 0010. Now we have to enter received data one by one. So here I am writing the data with 1 bit wrong data. So I'm entering 1. Again, I am entering 1 instead of 0. 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. So here is the result. It is showing that error on the position 6 and so the data received is and correct message is this. So this is the complete program for the implementation of Having code. Thank you everyone.